Christina,
and we're the Gorgeous Geeks.
And we're here today to talk about John Carter, the first big blockbuster movie of the year, which because it is, the first big blockbuster movie of a year, and it was good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I liked it. I liked this, just the awesomeness of it. Okay, this is what I said about it, and let me, before you start bashing me, let me fully explain. Just hold on, let me finish my statement. I liked John Carter a lot, and I liked it. It kind of reminded me of Star Wars, but I liked it more than Star Wars. But see, there you go. The last ones, though, not the original Star Wars, but the last ones. It kind of had that feel like it was in space and had the story
adventures and the flying around.
We're going to different subscribers for that comment.
No, we're not. There's a lot of geeks out there.
A lot of people don't even like the new ones because
but
to them it's like a totally different entity as far as compared to the originals. They like the wit of the original characters and they just liked everything about the original ones better. But that's a different conversation. Right. Another thing that the John Carter reminded me of is Superman, and I say this because Superman, the only reason why he has superpowers is because he lives on Earth. If he was on Krypton, he'd just be a normal person, like a human or whatever. So John Carter was like the human taken and put on another world, and then he became the Superman. Right. So that was really cool, Earthman, becoming the Superman.
I enjoyed it because I like the whole storyline. For those of our fans that don't know, John Carter was originally written by Edgar Rice Burroughs, who also wrote Tarzan.
Okay.
So,
baby, sorry.
So now we have this story that's just being brought. It's just so old, but it was so inventive, and it's so great to see movies being made by iconic sci-fi stories, and we can now bring those to today, to where it just looks fantastic. And you got to give it up for people like Edgar Rice Burroughs, and also Gene Roddenberry, and just everyone else that was so inventive, and so forward thinking. And that's one thing that everybody was like, I was talking to people like, who is John Carter? I'm like, dude, you are just out of the loop, because they just didn't know. And I liked the movie because of the rich storylines. You were very involved with the characters. The cinematography was excellent.
Yeah, the shots, the direction was, everything was just really good. The actors did a great job. Taylor was awesome. I liked him ever since I saw him on Covenant and they showed the abs. He had the best abs I've ever seen on screen. I'm sorry, they were gorgeous.
Yeah, they were. But anyway, I do. They had never mind. I don't want to get into all the actors, but they had some cute actors. It was like The Craft, except for with dudes, and the dudes were
really nice.
Good. Okay, but
Mark Strong played the bad guy again.
He's great.
He's really good. I think I only seen him play like a good guy once.
Please just do Green Lantern 2 so you can just be evil Sinestro.
Like he's just really good. Mark Strong is when he's a villain.
Has he ever been a good guy?
He was in that one movie. I think with Leonardo DiCaprio and Russell Crowe. He was seemed kind of shady, but he wasn't shady.
Even some of the scenes that were gonna be kind of mopey and emotional, they even did an interesting. It was kind of short how they dealt with it. You felt the emotion, and they still took up time to do one scene in particular. If you see the film, you know what I'm talking about. They had that grief moment, but there's still an action moment, and you still felt the pain, but you're still like, ah, yes,
kill them all.
So
blood. And
yeah,
it was just
really well executed.
Yeah, and there was comedic moments, there was a little bit of comedy in
there.
Oh
yeah,
but it wasn't a lot of comedy. But it wasn't cheesy.
Real,
it wasn't cheesy, and it wasn't over the top. There was one part where they got his name mixed, the aliens thought his name was something, and it was something else. And I thought it was kind of funny, and he was so annoyed.
It was real. Some of the moments with the comedy, it was like that's a real thing someone would do in that situation.
Right. Yeah. Well, I just like Taylor just in general. Like I loved him as Gambit, and I just think it's hard to get comedic timing right, and then also get like the emotional. Right. Usually, people when when you go from scene to scene like that, it appears cheesy.
I thought he was a great choice as far as even his age, because he's still very young enough to appeal to a younger audience, but he's old enough to have the backstory that he did.
Right.
And from the get-go, there is action, but one of the things, though, as I'm watching the film, like, okay, where's Mars? When is he going to get to Mars? When that part? And some little kid behind us whispered his dad. He's like, Dad, where's all the action? And it was pretty funny. But.
Yeah, but you could tell they had to explain the story, and I think they did it in a great way. And how they started really telling his story, I thought it was a great way. It kind of reminded me of a Never-Ending Story a little bit. How you just got wrapped and got pulled in,
especially in how they kind of pulled it all, back and revealed stuff. Like, I didn't appreciate not like it was the most uber advanced plot ever, but when it got to the end, that's when I kind of appreciated how everything was done. I'm like, oh, okay,
Right.
And so I really enjoyed the film.
I always love a story, a movie, or a TV show where something is connected, where, when every little thing that is shown, every little thing that is done is brought back and mentioned, and it's important. I love it when writers and directors and actors take that time to really take in the little things.
It's not just that, it's the editors.
Yeah.
The editors did an excellent job in this movie. Because, like, sometimes, like, they'll show something and they'll do something, and you're just like, well, where did that come from?
Right.
You can tell everyone worked really hard on this movie, because just like, like you said, how every little bit of piece, everything meant something. Every look, every prop, everything, it meant something. And you could say everyone worked together. Like, it wasn't rushed. Like, sometimes you can watch movies and you can feel that it was rushed.
Yeah, right.
You can feel that, but you can tell that they took time because they really wanted to do, this story justice. Right. Because, it's everybody knows Tarzan more than they do. I think the original book was Princess of Mars. I think is the name of the book by Edgar Rice. But you can tell that they really wanted to, stay true, because this was such a fantastic writer. He was very forward thinking, and you can just tell that they really wanted to tell the story.
And I didn't mean earlier when I said about it, when is he gonna get to Mars, that it was kind of slow paced. I think it moved at a very well paced, but it's just, I saw the previews, I was anxious about getting to all that part, and I'm like, well, where's this going? With all this
what? And usually if it's a movie I really, really, really want to see, I stay away from trailers. Like, I will not watch a trailer. But I didn't really care, because I didn't read the John Carter books, so I really didn't. It wasn't like my number one movie to see, so I was like, okay, well, let me go see this movie. And I had seen all the trailers, and I was surprised that even though I watched all the trailers, that the movie wasn't spoiled. I didn't spoil the movie. Spoiled myself for the movie.
It was a lot of stuff that was in the trailers. There was still more stuff in the movie. Like, sometimes you watch a trailer and it's like all the action that you saw in the trailer is all the action that was in the movie.
Right.
And I hate that.
But this was
not in this case. It was a lot more action. It took
a lot of stuff.
They had to tell the story to get to it, but once they got to it, it was like boom, 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 boom.
Like, I'm number 4 was like the surprise, like, really great movie for me last year, and this is,
that for you.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. Well, tell us what you think. I'm Katrina.
I'm Gina.
I'm Christina.
And we're the Gorgeous Geeks.
I always want to say in an Arnold accent, John Carter. I think about the movie.
John Carter. You are the wolf.
You have to go to Mars. And give the people air.
Hi, I'm Katrina from The Gorgeous Geeks, and I'm here to tell you that we have some swag for you to buy. Like good, great stuff, like this coffee mug.
And what does it say, Katrina?
This is yesterday's science fiction is today's science fact. Ooh. Tastes like geeky. You can go out and buy cool t-shirts, like this nice cool white tank top that says Gorgeous Geek on it. You know you want it. And you can dress it up like this, or this, or this, or even like this. I'm getting chilly. Geekiness. Or this. No, you can't see it, but it's still there. So go to thegorgeousgeeks.com and buy some swag. Go to thegorgeousgeeks.com to get other t-shirts, keychains, and other cool geeky swag that will keep you looking fly and still representing your geeky pride.